What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. For those of you who watch my videos consistently, you guys probably know that I talked about the best free-to-play guardians to get. But if you didn't watch those, don't worry. I'm here to give you a recap. But basically, the TLDR is the best free-to-play guardian is Manurva, and I know some people were confused or wondering how to get Manurva. And since Rebirth has finally reached level 90 cap, right? That means that they now have access to farm the best free-to-play guardian in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what the guardian does first for those of you who didn't watch that video, so you guys don't have to. Manurva, what does it do? It has an active skill called Angelic Warsong. I'm going to read out the skill for you guys, so for those of you who aren't actively watching right now. Manurva unleashes her ultimate power, dealing damage to nearby enemies, decreasing their attack by 10% while increasing their damage taken by 25% for 8 seconds. Manurva becomes invincible for 5 seconds, and the cooldown is 30 seconds. So what this means is as long as Manurva is alive, every 30 seconds, Manurva will make the boss or enemy you're facing take 25% more damage for 8 seconds, which, guys, I know it might not seem a lot because it's only 8 seconds, but this is a very, very, very large damage increase, in fact. So large that it's the best active skill besides, well, one guardian, but I won't talk about that. Anyways, it's definitely like the best active skill for a guardian that a free-to-play can obtain. Now, for those of you wondering, how do I attain it free to play and why does level 90 cap matter? I'm here to show you guys because level 90 cap really unlocks 2 events, really. Verdict of Glory and Territory War. So first, I think I'll talk about Verdict of Glory. Verdict of Glory, the downside of this event is it's going to be a little bit harder to get it here for 2 reasons. The first reason is that this is a alliance-wide event auction, which means that all these guilds in my alliance can all bid on this, have all the same auction. We can all bid on the same things, which means that it's going to have more competition because it's more guilds, more people, you know, kind of pretty simple there. So yes, it can potentially be harder to get here, but as you guys can see here, if your alliance reaches 600 points, you guys will get 4 Manurva shards, 6 Manurva shards. One of these is, I think the 4 Manurva shards is the paid spirals one, and I think the 6 Manurva shards is the free spirals one. I'm going to go ahead and put this image on the screen here. As you guys can see here, Manurva shards will be available in the auction for 800 free spirals if you bid on it. Now, this bid is important because if you buy out, it's probably going to be like 2,500 spirals. I don't really know exactly. But buying out is not worth it. You really want to bid on these things. So hopefully, you know, your alliance is very nice and just kind of lets you bid on them without any competition because buying out is not worth it in my opinion. But anyways, yeah. 800 spirals, you can probably get 4 to 6 of them every time if you were to hypothetically have all those spirals or able to even win all the bids. But yeah, so you can farm up from the Verdict of Glory for the free spirals, and that's not the only area to obtain it because, like I said earlier, otherwise, Territory War. Territory War is the other way to obtain Manurva as a free-to-play. Because Territory War has auctions, kind of like how Temple of Light, like let me just go to auctions really quickly. Here we go, auctions. So as you can see here, Territory War has an auction like Overlord and Ancient Ruins, all that stuff. Territory War has an auction, and in the Territory War auction, let's go ahead and put this up on the screen. Now, as you can see here, there are 3 Manurva shards. This is from a Territory War auction. I know it's not in English, but don't worry. I got you guys covered. But 12 mil shells per shard, which means if you wanted to build 20 mil shells from shells, if you wanted to build 20 shards from shells purely, it would be around 240 mil shells. But I actually do think that that cost is worth it because, again, guys, this is the best free-to-play guardian in the game for damage. Even as a support, it's really good to have because this supports your whole team, not just you. Again, this will support you in solo content and team content. So, in my opinion, it's worth getting, and it'll probably eventually not be able to be obtainable at max level, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's harder to get at max level than it is at low level. Anyways, yeah. So there's 2 ways to get it. Verdict of Glory and Territory War. Now, Territory War is a bit easier because it is your guild only. This is a your guild auction only. There are no other guilds to bid on this for you guys. It'll just be your guild. So if you're in a smaller guild of like 10 people, you can just talk to a ton of people like, hey guys, I want to get this guardian. Can you please not bid on the charts for me? Or if your guild's a bigger one, you might have to pull some strings a little bit, and try to negotiate with your guild. I don't know. But anyways, basically I'm saying it can be a lot easier to get with shells than it can be with free spirals, although both are doable. In my personal opinion, if I'm a free to play, I'm gonna stop spending my free spirals on accessories and start working on my Manurva. I know that accessories are important, but accessories are kind of just there. Like, you'll never not be working on your accessories. Whereas Manurva is something that I feel like is worth getting now in the now. So you could get one Manurva shard every week if no one overbids you and no one kind of messes with you. You can get one Manurva shard every week, or you can get the 3 from the territory war, or both, because then I would hypothetically mean you could get like 4 Maneuver shards every week. Another option that a lot of people might not have is, on my server, you were able to sell shells. So what I typically do is I'll sell a lot of shells for free spirals. And this is actually pretty useful, but I mean, you have to farm shells for that, and then you also need the shells to buy Maneuver as well. So like, that's more like an alt farmer type of thing. But hey, it is what it is. But anyways, I hope you guys understood what I'm saying. The best free to play guardian is available. All you need to do is just take advantage of the resources at your disposal. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.